Hi folks, my name is Don and I'm a Canadian who spent the last 28 years living in Northern California. I absolutely loved it there, but every year the clock was ticking as to how long I could afford to live there. There were advantages. After 28 years, had some great friendships, and it's a really beautiful state. The disadvantages, though, is that there is severely expensive rent. For example, $1,000 per month just for a room in someone's home. And for me, I had no home equity since I was a renter for 28 years. So in preparation for retirement, I started combing through all kinds of Zillow real estate ads, and I took the entire state of California apart, county by county, looking for something within my budget range. And there was nothing. Also, another disadvantage is that there are a lot of fire-ravaged areas, and that means that a fire could literally have me losing everything, and perhaps even life itself. So I considered a lot of options, including renovating a Ford Transit Connect van as a small RV to live in and travel. Then I realized many areas simply don't allow RVs to park unless you're paying nightly fees. Plus fuel. I looked long and hard at tiny homes. To purchase one was way out of my budget range to begin with. But the biggest drawback was, where do you put one legally? And what about power and water? So I scratched the tiny house idea entirely. To be honest, I went from deep worry to despair. So over the years, I developed a plan. Number one, find a situation and some place where I'm not paying rent. No utilities, no water bills, only maybe a modest property tax. So number two is an option. Find a place in an over 55 park with its built-in relationships and all the amenities. One problem with those is you're indebted forever to the person who owns the land when you pay your pad rent fees. But I found some places that didn't have pad rent fees, just an HOA. Find raw land that's within my budget and either build a place myself with my little carpentry and construction skills, or place a small cottage on the property. So after weighing all the options, and I even went and visited some over 55 parks, I chose and began to search for raw land. It would have to be a place that allowed a gradual development of the property with a small cottage and compost toilet, those types of things, without the usual permit process that's designed more for the cookie cutter 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. So like a lot of folks, I had a dream list of what my property would look like. Being Canadian, I didn't want any or little snow. Been there, done that, got my PhD in all types of snow cover. The good thing is I don't mind heat, So it doesn't matter really how hot the area is. I'm a former wildlife researcher, and I'm a current bird filmer. I'm much better behind the camera than I am in front of it. And I'm a basic bird nut. So the more interesting bird life the area has, speaking of, I'm looking at, I think Bewick's wren. Not sure. Quiet also with few neighbors would be great. So thanks to a lot of research on the internet, major breakthrough in the search for affordable land to build my home.